Thornton is probably the most powerful Negro in America. Why? He had that television show, white station, 5 days a week, black station, 5 days a week. Anytime something happened in New York, blacks and whites, they came and got out. And then the Pope came to New York 6 months ago. The most powerful human being on the planet. Bullshit, but he is. They made Al leave town. Pope, the only black place he went to when he was here was the black school in Harlem. Al wasn't there, and that didn't bother him, and that didn't bother his supporters. Are you crazy?
One of the things a lot of people were commenting on, and after watching your videos, they want to know what your thoughts are of the difference between white supremacy and white privilege.
White supremacy? People that got white primacy get killed by white supremacy. People got white privilege still have to go to the military. The big folks don't go. White supreme. They just break the word down. I'm white and I'm supreme. It didn't say supreme to niggers. I'm supreme to anybody who ate my blood. It's simple. It's a good question you asked. And thank God you shut up long enough to hear an answer. Because the answer is in the name. You say to my children, that's one of the richest men in the world. They don't have to ask why. It's in what I told them. In what I told them. Queen Elizabeth. See, white ain't a color. Most of y'all ain't never met a white person. White person ain't never met a white person. White's not a color, it's an attitude. And if you ain't got trillions of dollars in the bank, you can't have the attitude. Queen Elizabeth made $360 million every 24 hours, just interest on her money. Every 24 hours. Plus you don't even understand money. You take $1 million, every nigga I see won't be a millionaire. Take $1 million and change it into seconds. 1 million seconds is 13 days. Take $1 billion and change it into seconds, it's 32 years. Who want to be a millionaire but a fool? But if you don't know that, then that's the games they play. And yet, Queen Elizabeth cannot go in London without getting permission from the Lord Mayor. Did you hear me? Because see, London's not part of Britain. Like Rome's, the Vatican's not part of Rome. So if they give her the permission, the Lord Mayor, then she got to go dress up like a servant and come through the back gate, the temple gate. And they do that devil ritual with the purple and all the stuff on Queen Elizabeth. Okay. These are the games they play. But then you listen to something else that you're born with. You ever heard of Marie Antoinette?
Of course.
Yeah, I didn't say of course.
I'm sorry.
I said it because I heard of her. Everybody heard. You know what the bitch looked like?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And what brought her down?
The let 'em eat cake.
Okay, now think about that. Because I deal with her. I ain't never met a nigga that didn't like cake. What did that bitch do? There's a universal thing she interfered with. That's simple. There ain't no guns. No bullets. She said, let them eat cake. I ain't never met somebody that didn't like cake. But you better not tell me. That's what it's about. And then the rest of the country said, okay, let's have welfare. Let's give free food away. Never let this happen to us. They bumped into something they couldn't deal with. That's simple. I never knew what that bitch looked like. Still don't know what she looked like. Not interested in knowing what she looked like. But I know about that. I know about that. And so the whole game is something that's bigger than us. Huh? You get on the show and do a show and try to tell, especially poor folk, that reading is a violation of the universe. If you get on a plane today and go to Tokyo, can you read a Japanese paper? Do you think the universe made something that changed when you cross a border? Because with this planet, there were no borders. You hear me?
Yes.
There were no borders. This is bullshit so I can control you. I got 10 children. If you interviewed my children and they told you, we're so scared of our daddy, well, he taught us to fear him. You know I'm crazy, right? Then when they tell you to fear God, you don't think God's crazy, or are they lying? Huh? Fear is a negative. But if you can do the research and find out what fear do to your body, huh? Fear God. Is that a bitch? And we believe it. Forgive. But God tell me, the universe, if I mess up, it's gonna put me in a pot and cook me. I don't wanna be with that God. That tell me I ain't supposed to do it, but you can. I didn't know that the Romans invented crosses 1,000 years before Christ was born. I thought they invented it for Jesus. Huh? So 1,000 years. Why?
Hello and welcome to another episode of your Human Service News and Information. I'm Hasson, Rashid, your host, and I'll be here waiting for approximately 25 more minutes. It's excellent being here with you. And it's an awful great achievement to come into your lives like we do here at the CCTV. And with that, I welcome you and greet you with the universal cordial, and that is peace, security, and sanity be unto you. Okay, the opening video, I guess you're wondering about that. That was the late and great Dick Gregory in a younger phase of his life. And unfortunately, we lost another great one, and we are experiencing a great loss. It's a huge loss to lose that man. Okay, and so my sincerest condolence and sympathies go out to the Gregory family and all of his associates and those who are close to him, his family, friends, relatives, loved ones, etc., etc. A huge loss to the nation. Okay, I'm Hasson Rashid, and you know, once again, it's such an awful great accomplishment and achievement to come into your lives like we do here at the CCTV daily. Okay, I gotta just flash this up before you, before we get into the subject of our broadcast, and that is you still have time to purchase tickets for the September extravagance right here at CCTV. That is right in back of CCTV. That's Backlot Barbecue coming up September 14th. And this year is bigger and better than ever. More food, more music, more entertainment, more guests, more camaraderie, and more of good times, more good times. So don't you forget that. That's Backlot Barbecue. Not too late to purchase tickets. So if you'd like additional information on that, you can contact Clota Drummy at 617-401-4005 or email Clota at cctvcambridge.org. And that's Backlot Barbecue coming up at CCTV September 14th. Still time to purchase your tickets. Okay, another thing I'd like to get on your mind right now before we get started, and I don't think this is gonna take too long, but you know, it's election time. And if you're not prepared for election, this is a big, important election year this year. And that's why I'm taking the time to advise you to go out and get registered if you're not registered, and get prepared for this big election coming up this year. Okay, I understand there's about throughout all positions are available. There are re-elections, and there are 3 seats that will be empty, and no one's gonna sit in those seats. So there's a lot of opportunity in the electoral process this year for you. So you get involved. Okay. I want to know if you're registered and are you ready to vote. Okay. We hope you enjoy your summer, but as September quickly approaches, there are important dates you need to know so you can vote in the elections. If you want to vote in local elections this fall, you must make sure you're registered to vote here. A few important dates to mark in your calendar. September 20th, 2017, voter registration deadline for the state primary election. Very important election. October 17, 2017, state primary election. Okay, October 19, 2017, voter registration deadline for the state general election. And of course, November 7th, that's the state general election. So I'd like to turn it over here to refocus on the local scene. That's Cambridge here, right here in Cambridge. Okay, so okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, so if you're in Cambridge, I advise you to do the same thing. That's get registered to vote, and you can do that. If you don't know where to go, you can go to 51 Emmett Street at Cambridge, and or you can email elections@cambridgema.gov, or you can fax some information out, 617-349-4366. Send your fax or inquiries into the local election. Okay, elections this year. So there's the city councilors. Okay, there's a city councilor's position. I think I mentioned something about that. And there's also the Cambridge school committee. Okay, so there are state senator elections, re-elections mostly. There's a Joseph Bronco for Suffolk Middlesex District. Patricia D. Jellin, that's a Middlesex, Suffolk District State Representative. David Rogers, 24th Middlesex. Marjorie Decker, 25th Middlesex District. Mike Conley, 26th Middlesex. I don't think Mike Conley's running for re-election this year, but the rest of those names that I mentioned, they're running for, I think, re-election this year. That's, once again, 51 Emmett Street. If you're not registered, or you need to inquire about the upcoming elections, the primary and the general elections, you go right on over to 51 Emmett Street and get straightened out as far as election, because everyone, as far as I'm concerned, everyone should go out and participate in the electoral process. Okay, so it's the only right that you have as citizens now, and that is the right to vote. So that's a very important right to protect it. The only way you're going to protect it is go out and exercise your right to vote. Okay, we'll turn to state now. Massachusetts Budget and Policy Center put this out, and they're saying that Massachusetts become the first state with majority college educated workforce. So they said that the state of Massachusetts has a majority workforce, and a majority means that they're a college-educated workforce, okay? Massachusetts has added another chapter to its history as the nation's leader in education, becoming the first state ever with 50% of its workforce holding a bachelor's degree, according to a Mass Budget and Policy Center new report, okay? Education and state economic strength, a snapshot of current data. The study highlights the ever-straightening link between educational attainment and strong state economies. Massachusetts and New Jersey have been the two best educated workforces and the two highest median wage levels in the United States. Nationwide, 35.5% of the labor force holds a college degree compared to 50.2% in Massachusetts. The U.S. median wage in 2016 was $17.80 in Massachusetts, and that was $21.02. Okay, I think it's it must be New Jersey. But I'll tell you one thing, I believe that is true, because I know for a fact I've seen some statistics, and they say that 42% of the adults in Cambridge have college degrees. Okay, so I guess that's just about the same trend all over the state. They're saying that they have the highest degree of college-educated people in the workforce. Okay. Okay, I'd like to, another item that's on my mind, I'd like to share with you, and it's also concerning the state. The Massachusetts Attorney General Coalition opposing cuts to low-income energy assistance programs, okay? Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Haley announced July 31st that she has joined a coalition of 35 attorney generals and state consumer advocates agencies in drafting a letter to Congress about low-income energy assistance programs. Each year, tens of thousands of Massachusetts families struggle to make ends meet and come up with the money to pay their energy bills, Haley said. We simply cannot allow Congress to slash funding for these critical programs that allow some of our most vulnerable residents to stay warm in the cold winters. And with that on mind, I'd like to advise you that, inform you that Congress is still on recess. That means that all of your elected officials, federal elected officials, even state elected officials are home right now. So, and now is a good time to go up in their office and bring some of these issues to their attention and put the pressure on, push back, and get them to, when they go back to their offices in government, to do something about bringing these priorities into maturity, okay? Not just a bill or an idea. In actual fact, because the people are suffering, the most vulnerable residents out there, and this article I just read to you implies that something relating to the winter months and the fact that the funding will be cut off and the people who can't afford heating won't be able to get it. So, you know, et cetera, you move on and go on out and locate your elected officials and tell them to get the work on when they get back to work to do something about that, okay? I got a if I can, okay, it's off to a slow start today. Okay, there's something that's called the mortgage interest deduction. Okay, how tax reforms, and this relates to how tax reforms can help in homelessness and housing poverty. Okay, there's a new study came out, and it's entitled Reforming the Mortgage Interest Deduction. I don't have time to read the whole study for you. It's about a 30-page study, but I can give you the table of contents and give you some type of idea, so you can get some type of idea of what's in this new study. And it's about a mortgage interest deduction, okay? And time permits later on, I guess before the summer's out or early fall, we're gonna give you go into this mortgage interest deduction in detail and show you and tell you, share with you how it can help in the struggle to end homelessness. Okay, so this is what's on the table of contents. It's need for affordable housing, the need to reprioritize federal housing policy. The mortgage introduction is a wasteful use of federal resources. Proposals to reform the mortgage introduction, proposals to double the standard tax deduction. Okay, so they're going to get to work on that tax deduction, etc. as soon as Congress get back in there. So that's just an idea, small bird's eye view of what's in that new report. So if you'd like a copy of it, you can go to United for Homes, and their website is www.unitedforhomes.org, and you can download a copy of that report. It's a very important report, so I advise you to get on out there and get familiar and educate yourself on what all this mortgage deduction business, interest deduction business is all about. Okay, the National Organization of Human Services is pretty soon. They're going to be holding their national conference, and this year is out in Des Moines, Iowa. So the National Organization for Human Service Conferences will be held once again in Des Moines, Iowa, October 18th to the 21st. The conference themes is community connections, bridging the gap between the community, academia, and the human service profession. Okay, so if you like to learn how you can register for this conference and get some kind of synopsis of what the workshops are all about in this conference, you can go to the website of the National Organization of Human Services, and it is www.nationalhumanservice.org/national conference 2017, and you can get travel, lodging, registration information, and anything else pertaining to this conference. I thought I had some information. I'd give you some idea what's in the workshops, what they're going to be doing in these workshops at the conference. Okay, so I can tell you on the early morning of Thursday, they'll be using. There's a workshop entitled "Using Social Justice Framework to Conduct Needs Assessments for Understudied Communities." Okay, there's another workshop, "Bridging the Gap Between School and Work." Another workshop, "When Helping Hurts: The Untold Emotional and Physical Cost of Being there's an acronym there, human service professionals on African American women. Okay, once again, that is "When Helping Hurts: The Untold Emotional and Physical Cost of Being a Human Service Professional on African American women." Okay, another workshop, "Additional Competence in Human Service Education." So that's just Thursday morning, and there's 3 more days, but we don't have time today to go into, give you a little overview of what's in those workshops, but I got to briefly, I'd like to tell you that there's another conference coming up, Human Service Conference, big one coming up, and that's by the National Human Service Data Consortium, and this is going to be held out in, I believe, let's see, I think that's San Diego, California, and that's on the date, this one, okay, this is San Diego, California, and that's their fall conference. Okay, so San Diego, California, and I think that's in the fall, but I don't have information to give you the exact date on that. That's the National Human Service Data Consortium, and that's their fall conference to be held. Okay, I got it. Wednesday, October 11th, 2017, 8 a.m. Thursday, October 12th, 2017, 4:30, San Diego, California. So if you like additional information on the registration, etc., you can go to nhsdc.org. Once again, that's nhsdc.org, and you can get the rundown and all of the particulars about this special event. Okay, there's another local a conference coming up, and that's the former Massachusetts Human Service Providers Organization, and they changed their names to just plain Providers Council. So their 42nd annual convention and expo is coming up. That's coming up exactly on the that's September 25th. That's the Providers Organization's 42nd annual convention, exhibitor, advertising, and they're offering sponsorships, and I think all the advertisement space has been sold out. The convention sponsorship opportunities available at a variety of levels. So if you would like additional information on this 42nd annual convention exhibit of the Providers Council, you can go to their website for additional registration links, etc., and that's providerscouncil.org. Okay, providerscouncil.org. Okay. We're starting to wind down to the end of this program, but I'd like to remind you that once again now that you still have time to purchase tickets for the CCTV's annual Backlot Barbecue, and CCTV, the headlines on the Open Studio, which is CCTV's newsletter. You can get this right out in front of the front door of CCTV, 438 Massachusetts, and everything that happens within the station here is in this newsletter. And also you can get some additional information on Backlot Barbecue. I don't have time to share with you, read you something, but you can see The headline, CCTV to recognize 5 social justice initiatives at an annual backlot barbecue. So don't forget now, if you're not registered, get on over 51 Inman Street and get yourself all squared away so that you can participate in the electoral process this year and the years to come. I'm Hasson Rashid. You know, it's always excellent being here with you, and it's also a great achievement and accomplishment to come into your lives like we do here at CCTV with your human service news and information. Okay, until next time, I'd advise you to keep your nose clean, play it straight, and don't forget to assist someone in need of your help. Okay, until next time, once again, I leave you with the cordial of peace and security and sanity, and my condolences once again go out to the great and late and great Dick Gregory. And so we're going to try to close the broadcast with another a little snippet from that opening video on Dick Gregory.
Because that's where they killed revolutionists. So if you walking down the street with your mother, wasn't no radio, TV, and you saw a man hanging on the cross, they didn't do women because all their vagina, everything would come out from being hung. And so you say, Mommy, what's that thing? Oh, he made the state mad. It's for revolutions. Then why was those 2 thieves on the cross, nigga? Were they revolutionists? See how easy it is? When you get a bit of information. And then the one said, if you who you say you are, boy, I bet thank God I'd have killed him right there on the cross. You don't talk to me like that, you thug. And then the other one said what niggas and po for. Father, when you get to where you no, nigga, you ain't even repented.